What would it take to change the world? Provide food to the hungry and water to the thirsty. Teach children to read and keep them healthy. Shelter families and train a new generation. Give the poor a chance to better themselves. Create a worldwide network of peacemakers. And conquer a disease that has killed or crippled millions. Could one person do it? What about 1.2 million?
Yeah, my name is Frank Wessel.
Tamara DeWitt.
These men and women are changing the world. But even for 1.2 million volunteers, changing the world is no easy task. Learn how you can become involved.
It only takes a drop to make a river. And all we have to do is just make sure that we are in the right direction, we are committed to it, and it will get done.
Rotary International. Ordinary people working together to accomplish extraordinary things.
Today we have with us Mr. Jeffrey Chin, who is the Executive Director of the SYFS program in Shrewsbury and the former president of the Rotary Club. So would you just like to give us a brief description on what the Shrewsbury Rotary Club is all about?
Sure. The Shrewsbury Rotary Club is a organization here in Shrewsbury that's part of Rotary International, which is a worldwide organization made up of business professionals that like to do community service and network with each other and give back to the community.
Okay, could you just give the public a brief description on what the International Rotary Club is?
Rotary International was founded basically roughly about 100 years ago when a gentleman named Paul Harris and a couple of his colleagues were out in Chicago, and they wanted to get together and do some community service for the city of Chicago. From there, different Rotary clubs were formed and evolved, and now there's a whole international organization that governs Rotary clubs across the U.S., across Europe, and other places around the world. Each of the clubs belong to a certain district, and each of the districts belong to a certain organization in the country, and all of those organizations belong to Rotary International.
Okay, is there a sort of convention where clubs from all around the world can get together and talk about the projects that they're taking part in and future projects that are going to take place?
Yes, the local clubs, meaning the clubs that are part of different towns, meet once a week, but they also meet with other clubs that are in their district pretty regularly. I would say maybe once a quarter. And then all of the clubs, all people that are part of Rotary clubs can come to a large convention that happens every year. Last year it happened in England, and some other parts of the world come, actually all Rotarians from all over the world come to these conventions, and it's been in different locations every year, but yeah, usually it's an annual conference.
Okay, are there any requirements for members who would like to join?
No, I think that any business professional here in Shrewsbury that wants to give back to the community, wants to get involved with some kind of community service, wants to get to know other people in the business community who are like-minded can join. Usually they need to be invited by an existing Shrewsbury Rotary member, and then the rest of the club has to just vote them in.
How many members are in the club as of now?
Right now we have roughly 25 active members. We have a lot of folks that have recently retired. At one point the Shrewsbury Rotary Club had about 45 or 50 members, and we're hopeful to get back to that point at some point.
What are some of the projects that the Rotary Club is taking part in now and would like to in the future?
You know, we have some ongoing projects. For instance, we raise money every year for programs such as the milk program over at St. Anne's, where we provide all the milk that people go to the food pantry to get, people that can't afford to buy food. We also sponsor programs at the Shrewsbury Public Library. We basically fund the passes to the Aquarium and some other places. We also sponsor a whole Sunday for the Shrewsbury Public Library to open every winter. Because of their budget cuts, they're not able to stay open every week, and the Rotary Club actually sponsors a Sunday so that they can stay open. They're also a big supporter of Shrewsbury Youth and Family Services and some other groups in town that help the needy.
Okay, and is there a meeting place so that new members who would like to join can come and get a feel for what the Rotary Club is really like?
Yes, the Shrewsbury Rotary Club meets every Monday at 8 o'clock in the morning, from 8 to 9, over at the Shrewsbury Senior Center, which is the building right behind Town Hall at 98 Maple Avenue.
Does the Shrewsbury Rotary Club take part in other international projects?
Yes, every club has the opportunity with its members, and depending on who's the president that year, to take part in international projects, either by creating one or joining with other clubs to do an existing project. Just as a for instance, we've helped an orphanage in Jamaica a couple of years ago. We have a sister club in Kiev, and we've helped some of our Russian counterparts there. We've also been part of water projects in South America for people that don't have access to clean water. So there's lots of different opportunities for international projects. The biggest one that Rotary International has been part of is that Rotary International by itself is responsible for the eradication of polio, which is a very deadly disease that afflicted a lot of people earlier in this century.
Okay, and the sister community, the sister club that you have in the Russia area, do you frequently contact this club and stay in touch?
You know, we used to when we were first forming our partnership with that club, and we had members go over there, and people from that Russian club come over to the United States to visit as well. We do try to stay in touch as much as possible. Part of our project was to actually help create other Rotary clubs in that area, and now there's well over a dozen clubs in that particular country.
Do you believe that the Shrewsbury Rotary Club is beneficial to the Shrewsbury community as a whole?
I think so, and I think the members would like to think so. Everyone gets together, and we do these projects every week. Sometimes larger projects like the Community Harvest Barn, which is out in Grafton, where we help cultivate and harvest vegetables to give to the Worcester County Food Bank for people that are hungry. We also do these projects in a really ongoing way, which helps the community benefit.
Are there any other clubs in the local area, like in Northborough or Southborough? Or?
Yes, as I mentioned, there's typically a Rotary Club in any larger community or town. So Shrewsbury has one, Worcester has actually a couple of Rotary clubs. There's a club in Northborough, there's one in Southborough and Westborough and some of the other surrounding towns.
How long have you been a member of the Rotary Club?
I've been a member of the Shrewsbury Rotary Club for about 5 years now.
And is it like a lifelong kind of?
It can be for some people. Some people have been a part of the club for 25, 30 years, and all the way until they retire. But really, it's a volunteer organization. You choose to join because you want to, and usually you can be a part of it for as long as you want.
Could you name a few organizations that the Shrewsbury Rotary Club helps and takes part in?
Yep, they're a big supporter of Shrewsbury Youth and Family Services. They help sponsor Spirit of Shrewsbury weekend. They also do a lot of the work with the public library and St. Anne's Human Services. All the local churches benefit from the Shrewsbury Rotary Club through donations.
So, as a closing note, is there any message that you would like to give to the people who would like to join the Rotary Club? Yeah, if you're interested in networking with some business professionals here in Shrewsbury that like to give back to the community and engage in community service projects, this is definitely a club that's made up of great people, and we're always looking for new people to join us. Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Chin, for meeting with us today. Thank you.